Home in the Dome. The Reavers take the Bulldogs to obedience school with an edge, a graphic edge. The Iowa Western men's basketball team on edge with not one, not two, but 3 Ks in Canesville. The women strike out into a region of the state, and the state of Reaver Wrestling try on top.
The Bluffs Sports Zone starts now!
Hello, I'm JJ Davis, and welcome to our latest edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone. And you know, I feel like we've been here before. In fact, we have. Try 4 times before. The Iowa Western football team closes out its season once again in Cedar Falls. That's right, Big Blue comes busting out in the Graphic Edge Bowl for the 5th time in the last 6 years. Now, the Reavers have yet to lose in the Dome. Try 4-0, so why would this time be any different? Iowa Western ready to roll against 9th-ranked Holmes. The Bulldogs are making their first bowl appearance in 28 years. 7 turnovers in the game. First quarter, McKelty Williams picks it off for Big Blue. The Reavers then march 85 yards in 6 plays. Quarterback Andre Nunez finds Nick Easley on a crossing route, and number 15 turns it into a 49-yard scoring play. Iowa Western's on the board, but the team from Mississippi responds. The Dogs cap a 71-yard drive, 25-yard TD strike to Jarek Bryan to Cavante Younger. Last play of the quarter. Big hole for Lorenzo Pratt. The sophomore breaks off a 45-yard run to the Holmes 26. First play, second quarter, Nunez to D'Anthony McGriff, and the Reavers are back on top. But again, Holmes comes passing back. QB Josh Dodd to DJ Montgomery. 30 yards out, 14 all, 9:40 left in the half. Andre Nunez lighting it up. His 3rd touchdown pass, second to Nick Easley, 43 yards, 21-14 Big Blue. Things are looking up for head coach Scott Strohmeyer. Nunez finishes 18 of 35, 245 yards, 3 TDs and 2 picks. Hits McGriff under a minute to go to the Bulldog 13. Bobby Patterson, a 30-yard field goal with 1 second left. And it's no good. Iowa Western is up to the tune of 21-14 at the half. The Bulldogs come out with a bang to start the 3rd quarter. DJ Montgomery, a monster game, 7 catches, 205 yards. Holmes and running back Matt Fuller rack up 198 on the ground. 4th and goal from the Reavers' 4-yard line. Incomplete. After another Big Blue turnover, the Dogs 4th and 3 from the 5. Drops it. The 3rd time is a charm. Cameron Brent takes the pitch. 10 yards, untouched, 21 all, minute left in the 3rd. Another minute, turnover, and TD later, the Bulldogs grab their first lead of the game, 28-21.
Let's go, let's go.
The dark side and Shaq Jones come up big with 8.5 to go in the game. The offense, just 46 total yards, 2 first downs in the second half. Last chance. Number 9 Holmes does a number to the Reavers, 28-21.
That's been the story of our season. You know, it's crazy that one play here, you know, we get a touchdown called back. We get a big play called back. We miss a field goal with 1 second to go in the half. You know, they get stopped 2 times in the red zone. So in games like this, that stuff happens, but, you know, we're right there. That's why I'm so proud of our guys, because we could have tanked it this year numerous times, in this game and numerous times, and then we come up with something.
Too many mistakes, and, you know, I think, you know, part of it is, you know, a lot of it is on us and some refs and some this and that, but we can't make as many mistakes as we did and expect to win.
We fought to the end. You know what I mean? This season was all about fight, you know what I mean? But we never gave up. That's all I can say, we never gave up. everything didn't go our way, but we never gave up. We never stopped fighting. We never quit.
It definitely hurts, but I can't thank everyone here at Iowa Western enough for all the opportunity they given me. Coming out of high school, I didn't have any Division I offers. Coming from a really small school with some academic issues, I just can't thank everyone here enough.
At one time, they're 3-5, having to win out in order to go to a bowl game, and they did that. Where they didn't. I mean, you hear it a lot of times. The guys just tank. They really got nothing to play for. So, as proud of this group as any and how they fought. Maybe not. It didn't happen record-wise, but they're a good group of guys.
And so the guys from Mississippi go home happy. And the guys from Iowa Western, well, you win some and you lose some. Sums up the 2016 season. Coach Stroh and the Reavers will be back. Okay, so you know the numbers sometimes this year have been just crazy. I mean, sometimes they just haven't exactly added up. Why, didn't we kick off the season with 3 safeties in the first game? Crazy, huh? So what do they look like this last time around? Well, for starters, a couple of receivers dominated times. First off, 6'2" sophomore D. Jade Montgomery, a one-man gang for the Bulldogs. 7 for over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns, including the go-ahead score. Now, here we thought Holmes was going to come out running, and it scores 3 of its 4 TDs throwing. And on top of that, the Dogs feature a balanced attack and put it up for more yards than gained on the ground, with Mr. Montgomery doing most of the damage. First bowl appearance, and yours truly was, well, let's say under 25. Nick Easley, another big game for the Reavers. Now, Nick, as you saw, emotional in that interview after the game, and I'm really happy for the kid from Newton, Iowa. 7 turnovers, and as I said, Iowa Western with 4, including 3 in the second half. And for Scott Strohmeyer and company at 6-6, it's the worst record in just the 8-year history of the program. Now remember, Big Blues already won a national championship and played in another national championship game. So the bar, as I've said in the past, has been set high, real high. Meanwhile, the women's basketball team jumps into a lake, only who comes out all wet? But up next, the men ×3, starting with some Blue Devils when we come back.
At Council Plus Savings Bank, you still get personalized customer service.
We have identity-safe checking with LifeLock, identity theft protection.
You get personal mortgage lending to fit your needs now and in the future.
You get business banking with the latest technology because saving you time saves you money.
At Council of Savings Bank, you get people who answer when you call and local employees who are actively involved in our community. Council Bluffs Savings Bank, hometown banking the way it used to be.
That's low and below. Look, he's watching. Seriously.
Here are a few holiday reminders from the Council Bluffs Recycling Center. Food, styrofoam, bags of any sort, and bows are not acceptable items for recycling. Food and beverage containers, aluminum foil, wrapping and tissue paper, broken down cardboard, and most cards are recyclable at the curb or at drop-off recycling containers. Collection may be delayed due to holidays. Check cbrecycles.com to see if your collection is affected. Happy holidays from the Council Bluffs Recycling Center.
Council Bluffs is a growing, vibrant community. It's becoming a modern 21st century community.
We will be the largest free Wi-Fi hotspot in the United States.
Our vision is about building a community where families want to live and businesses want to locate.
We see that as a great potential enhancement for future growth in the city.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill, Meyer Woodring, family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
So far, real good for the Iowa Western men's basketball team. The Reavers have ripped off 4 straight and are looking for more. Up next, 3 of the next 4 at home, starting with Casey, Kansas. Now, it's still only December. The journey is still just begun. Still a lot of mixing and matching going on, setting up a solid rotation up and down the lineup. Here's IWTV student, always willing to learn, Brent Pentecost.
Iowa Western prepares for battle against the Blue Devils of Kansas City, Kansas. Jeremiah Jefferson starts things off, draining the first of his 4 3-pointers. The sophomore finishes with a game-high 18 points. Fellow sophomore Alex Peacock flaps his feathers on the way to the net. Peacock finishes the night with 10 points. First-year coach Mike Jeanette has yet to lose at home. Big Blue looking to make it 4-0. Iowa Western closes the half on an 18-3 run. Omar Berry cleans up on the offensive glass. Reavers grab a commanding 38-19 lead at the break. Second half starts, Bear Henderson finishes with 11 points, including 3 for 4 from behind the arc. Alex Peacock is a monster on the boards. Number 23 with the putback and grabs a team-high 8 rebounds in the game. Pat Dembley with the steal and the alley-oop dish to Terrence Ward. Big Blue KOs KC Kansas, 81-52.
It's a really good win for us. You know, KCK is a really good program normally, and we started out, we didn't hit our shots. We weren't hitting shots early, but you know, our defense kept us in the ball game.
The guys are willing to work with one another. I think when you have as many guys playing as possible, that can be a challenge because they all are very good players. They were their best players back home, and they're used to playing minutes. But that has not been something that has really become a part of our equation yet, and that's special.
Well, I think some of the small things is probably working a little bit more on the transition defense, getting back. But other than that, I think every weekend we're improving on stuff.
Reavers then hit the road. Iowa Western knocks off Penn Valley 88-82. Next up, Nyack at home. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Brent Pentecost. Now here's Riley Martin.
The 9-2 Reavers take on the 6-3 Trojans at home. Early in the first half, Pat Dembley feeds it inside to Daquan Lake. The home team trails 44-41. Later, Dembley again to Terrence Ward with the finish. The freshman dishes 6 assists. Bear Henderson pours in 24 points, scoring all his 24 points before the break. Iowa Western shoots 53% from three-point land, leading 58-50 at the half. Early in the second half, Ward glides through the D like a hot knife through butter. Number 1 finishes with 12 points. Later, Ward kicks out to Jeremiah Jefferson for the splash. Jefferson goes 9 of 13, scoring all his 24 points in the second half. Ward kicks it into Beasley under the rim for the easy finish. Reavers up 87-62. Big Blue rocking and rolling and pulling away. Jefferson drives in with a shot, misses, pulled down by Jefferson, out to Donovan Walker, shoots, and puts the game on ice. Iowa Western dismantles Nyack 123-79.
I thought overall we did just a nice job of sharing the basketball. I think offensively we had much better flow tonight than we have in recent movement. You know, we had people movement, the ball was moving, we were really sharing the basketball, and then our guys kind of got hot and really started scoring the ball well.
Big Blue wins its 8th in a row and looks to impress again against Lake Region State on Friday, December 2nd. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Riley Martin.
Thanks, Riley. Now, Big Blue closes out its home schedule for 2016 by jumping into a lake. That's right, as Iowa Western bids a royal farewell to Canesville by running with the Royals. Here's IWTV student Steady Ben Smith.
It's the last home game for the Reavers before winter break. It's all Big Blue from the beginning. Jonathan Walker throws a dart down court to Alex Peacock, who lays it in. The sophomore finishes 1 rebound shy of a double-double. Minutes later, home team up 13-8. Terrence Ward banks in the runner. The Reavers go on a 9-1 run to put some separation on the scoreboard. Alex Peacock hesitates and caps it off with the slam. Final minute of the half. Terrence Ward gets 2 of his game-high 20. Iowa Western leads 38-24 at the break. second half, still all Reavers. Ward dishes a dime to Umar Berry. Reavers up 16. A minute later, Bear Henderson gets the and one. The sophomore finishes with 13. Late in the half, Terrence Ward picks the pocket on defense and gets the bucket on the other end. The Reavers dominate the Royals, winning big 88-64.
We work in practice every day on like finishing through pads. So, you know, that's and one, that's preparation for in the game when the dude smack you. It'd be a light foul, but then, you know what I'm saying, big finish.
They're a really good team, and we know that they're going to give us, you know, their last punch, and we know that it was going to be a little bit sluggish, and they're going to try to slow us down. And so our team, we just continue to be resilient, you know, during our highs and lows. We just continue to play hard, and everybody's just getting the job done. I'm really happy about that.
I thought we did a good job executing. I thought we did an unbelievable job defensively. I thought tonight, you know, as a basketball coach, the defensive wins are, to me, as much fun as those offensive ones. And I just thought we basically answered every challenge that they had thrown at us.
Iowa Western has just 4 games left in 2016, all 4 on the road. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Ben Smith.
Thanks, Ben. The #1 wrestling team in the country looks to send a message to number 5. The number 25 women's basketball team continues to roll up some numbers after the break.
For more than a quarter century, thousands of Southwest Iowa athletes have relied on this team, Jenny Ed Sports Med. Their sole focus is to prevent, diagnose, and treat your sports injury. They even partner with the surgeons at Ortho West, ensuring you get your own exclusive roadmap back to action. Methodist Jenny Ed Sports Med invites all Southwest Iowa athletes to its free walk-in clinic, open every Saturday morning, August through October. Jenny Ed Sports Med.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't, because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's 1 every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore, and frustration a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible. I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought and unconventional methods common. I'm a teacher. I make more.
Looking for these? You drive Buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Iowa Western women's basketball team continues to roll. The Reavers have beaten some tough competition, and it's only going to make Big Blue better down the road. Iowa Western comes home having won 5 in a row and 8 of its last 9. Now the Reavers jump into a lake for the first of 3 straight in Canesville. Here's IDUB TV student Mr. Smooth, Daniel Kingery.
Iowa Western facing Lake Region State. IDUB looking to bounce back after losing at Morningside 69-57. First half, Delia Anya with the steal. And she takes it all the way for 2. Reavers up by 4. Later in the first quarter, Alicia Mountain feeds the ball to Zanaya Jackson, and the freshman drops down the dagger. The home team is up by 14. 34-20 at the break. Second half, Melise Uchar finds Alicia Mountain, number 10, drives the baseline. Destiny Tooks leads the way with 12 points, 7 rebounds. Iowa Western knocks out the Royals 69-46.
I think we did a good job bouncing back the second quarter, just bringing a spark out, making sure we executed our reds, which is a full court press, and just making sure to have an up-tempo offense.
Well, I think we work as a team a lot better than other games, and that is really important because our running jump is it's a really hard defense to do, and the whole team has to buy into it, and if they don't, it's not going to work.
We forced them into 43 turnovers, which is just a huge amount that I think we were able to, transition well and score on some of those steals. I think we had about 24 steals tonight. Everyone's stepping up on their defensive side of their game with a lot of energy, effort, enthusiasm. It was really, really good to see.
The Reavers next host the Microtel Classic Tournament the weekend of December 9th and 10th. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Dan Kingery.
Thanks, Daniel. So you say you like basketball. Basketball? Try even more basketball? Have I got something for you? It's the 11th annual MAC Shootout, sponsored by Jenny Edmondson, and it runs for 3 days, December 15th through the 17th. It's pretty much high school basketball around the clock. The new and improved TJ girls tip things off Thursday at 2:30 against Logan Magnolia, followed by the Saints from St. Albert and the Lynx from Abraham Lincoln, and so on and so on. So if you want to check out the CB schools for this season, then head over to the Mid-America Center, again Thursday, December 15th through Saturday, the 17th. The 11th annual MAC Shootout, sponsored by Jenny Ed. Wow, 11th year already? Tell me time doesn't fly when you're having fun. Next up, our play of the week. We know one thing. It's indoors. And speaking of the number uno, the Reavers sit out with some Tritons on the other side.
Get your ass up. You're not in here. Yes, I am. Move. Give it to him hard.
No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stab me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how.
Oh,
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
You know, as the saying goes, when you're the top dog, everybody's gunning for you. Everybody's looking to make a statement, so you better saddle up. The top-ranked Iowa Western wrestling team hit the mat with number 5 Iowa Central. That's right, the Tritons. So forget about the rankings, forget about the records. This is just a good old-fashioned rivalry, so buckle up and get ready for anything.
And for the Reavers from Council Bluffs, Iowa, Cody Kingery.
Big Blue, ready to rumble.
And for the Reavers from Nebraska, Preston Lauterbach.
First up, 157, Division I transfer for Virginia Tech, Dayton Racer races by top-ranked Chase Lemons from Iowa Western 10-0. I-Central grabs the lead. 165, the Tritons' Bryant Stanford takes down Cody Kingery 10-6. The Reavers, Preston Lauterbach, a near pin at 174. The sophomore All-American takes it 7-3. Head coach Josh Watts and Big Blue trail as the team 10-3.
You got 30.
Then at 197. Iowa Western freshman Seth Ham pins Jacob Becker in just 22 seconds, and it's 10-9.
Iowa Western, Seth Ham.
Another Super Frost, DeAndre Brumfield nearly sticks Jeremiah Cologne at 125. Brumfield walks off with a 17-10 win. Now the Reavers trail just 13-12 as a team, but Iowa Central closes it out, winning the final 3 matches, and the Tritons outscore Iowa Western 24-12.
More disappointed, and not in the loss itself, but in the effort in the second and third period by some of our guys. Some of our guys went out there and battled really hard and went out there to score points, but I didn't see the urgency in my team that I usually do to go out there and score points.
I have a little fire in my heart. Just everything's personal when you step out on that mat. You know, it's the wrestling, you know, it boils down to technique, all that, but you really have to, you know, it's personal at the end of the day. I mean, do you want it more than that other guy? And today I wanted it more than that other guy.
What do you guys take from this match? I believe the Reavers only won 3.
It's terrible. You know, I mean, obviously we're going to want to come back and, you know, I didn't even know we only won 3 matches, but it's pretty sad. I think we're going to come back with a bang after this.
We got to go back to what we're doing. I told my guys we got to go back and look at the lifestyle we're living. Are you living the proper lifestyle to go out there and win championships? If you're not, we got to start changing things.
Things will change. The Reavers wrestled without 3 of their starters. And that's just for starters. It's a long way between now and Nationals in late February. Iowa Western has just begun. And now it's time for our play of the week. Like I said, I'll give you a hint. It's from inside and not outside. The Iowa Western wrestling team focused in on 5th-ranked I-Central. Somebody say focused? 197 takes the Reavers' Seth Ham just 22 seconds. 22 seconds to stick the Tritons' Jacob Baker. Big Blue Seth Ham with our play of the week. And bang! Another one bites the dust. Just one more to go for 2016. And then, well, we get ready to blast off in 2017. Now remember, as always, to keep it here for more news and information in your community by tuning in to the Council Bluffs News with Aaron Zach. And so, for this latest edition of the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm J.J. Davis, and as always, I'll see you around.